Very impressed.
Yeah, you can impress your mother, because Mother's Day is coming up with that, but also with Paige Hemmis, because you brought a perfect Mother's Day gift for our mommies this year.
Yes, yes. I'm doing a DIY brag book.
A brag book? Like
yes.
bragging? Okay.
Like bragging, yes.
All right.
How'd you come up with it?
Yeah.
Just feel like bragging? And
I just felt like bragging about how wonderful my family is and how wonderful my mom is. No, actually a brag book is typically like what grandma brings out. She brings out her, her little photo albums, and you sit there for hours. So this is one that's already made, and it's changeable up on the wall, so you can change out your brag book depending on who comes over or who you feel like bragging about.
This is a great idea. So what supplies do you need to make all of this?
What I used is actually 2x4, and this is something I have laying around my house and cut. But if you don't have that kind of stuff laying around your house, this is something I found in the craft store. These are actually coasters made out of MDF, and if you can see there, they're only an 1/8 inch thick. Can you see that? So you don't need any fancy machinery to cut these down, and you can get a smaller frame. But what I did is I got a bigger frame, and I got a shadow box. Now, if you find a frame without a box in it, you can build one. But I'm thinking for the ease of people at home, what you guys want to do is get a shadow box. So I got the shadow box, pictures, quotes, 2x4s, and a good attitude.
Okay, well, we actually have some film of you this morning actually doing this. So
I got started this morning.
Take a look.
And this is where the 2x4 comes in. I just cut these down. I wanted them to be even, and Mark, I'm sure you know this. Christine, I don't know if you know this, but a 2x4 is actually only an 1.5 inch by 3.5 inches. So I cut my lumber to 3.5 inches, and then I found pictures of my mom and of my family that I decoupaged on there. So I just add a little Mod Podge on the bottom. This is actually, I would like to call it a 4x4 piece, but it's a 3.5 by 3.5. Then I pasted the picture on, and I just did this with regular photo paper, brushed it on. I also printed some quotes that I found, wonderful quotes about moms. Printed that on some, because what you really want to be able to do is turn them over so you can have quotes, or you can have your family, and that's my mom and brother there. Yes, and this is the one I showed you guys out front, that this is my grandmother. But I'm gonna take the one of my mom and brother and I. So just, you can see that our pictures on that, the back, or on the front, and then on the back, we have from Abraham Lincoln, all that I am or hope to be, I owe to my mother.
Oh, that's lovely.
So you can find mom quotes like this. And the way to make it look like it's all part of something very nice and very special is I've taken actual paint that I used to paint the blocks, and you can either do this with a drier brush. I just got mine pretty wet, and then just go all the way around the edge like that. So it just kind of brings it in, makes it look like.
Oh, so you're really hiding that seam, so it doesn't.
It looks finished.
It looks blended.
Oh, nice.
So how much does something like this? How much will it cost?
This about $30. If you want to go this route. And what's fun is that you can actually put it together and you can change things around. You can put pictures around. And while I do this one, Christina, I've got one for you. If you could start putting these pictures together.
Oh, stop it. Oh my goodness. Oh, I was just going to say you can't put a price on sentiment and you bring this out.
Well, I actually got in touch with your kids and had them each write something a little bit special. Like Alex says, you're my hero. You taught me that if you love everything and everyone big, that every day will be sunny. I love you. And my favorite one was from Ari. Can I take this out and read it to you?
Yeah.
She emailed this to me, and as I'm sitting there in front of the computer, I'm crying because this is so beautiful. So Ari says, there are no words that can captivate the true definition of the pure and true love that I have for my mother. She is honestly the best human I have ever encountered. God spent a little more time on her and had fun doing so. Her heart is unmatched. So that is from Ari.
Nice. Thank you, baby.
And you guys on the back.
Yeah. And Mark took the picture.
And
you
Axel's
did.
in there.
And Axel, too.
Look, and if you turn all these over, they all, that has a picture. They all have quotes, so you can turn them over. Oh, this one's from me.
I'm a little bit confused as to why they're red, though.
Well, because they know it's my favorite color. Did you tell them?
Of course, of course.